Coming up this week, I delve deep into my complete history of sexual failures. No, not mine, it's a film, believe me, trust. Alison goes and checks out Wanted, and Lisa checks out something for the kids in Narnia. Okay, so when my boss first handed me this assignment, I thought she was having a sly dig, or perhaps showing a bit too much interest in my personal life. What did she know that I didn't? Had she been talking to my ex-girlfriends? I started to worry, but turned out she hadn't. It was actually a film with the title Complete History of My Sexual Failures. Hopeless in love, and some might say life, our fateless, hapless romantic decides it's a great idea to try and track down all his ex-girlfriends and find out why exactly they dumped him.
Well, I was hoping that I might be able to do a sort of interview with you for this project.
Uh-huh. About what?
About
anything specific or?
About us.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it'd be quite good. There is something that I do want to talk to you about, so yeah.
Well, if it's about the money, I can pay you back the money I've got, because I'm being
No,
paid.
it's not about the money.
Now, even though this is a film, it's actually a documentary.
I bought a ring and proposed to her in the monkey house at the zoo. She said yes, but after 4 years of engagement, I still hadn't set a date for the wedding, and she eventually dumped me.
The film's very well edited and definitely an interesting subject matter for those who are unlucky in love. Now, at some points it is hard to tell what's 100% for real and what may have been for the benefit of the camera, yet it is compelling viewing and definitely worth a watch.
Thousands dream of doing it, but only the select few get anywhere even close. While James McAvoy can now count himself among the lucky ones, like Brad Pitt, as he got to lock lips with Angelina Jolie. It was all part of their new film Wanted, but the Scot actor just hopes the experience didn't leave a bad taste with his co-star.
You have a salmon sandwich and then you get told you're doing the kissing scene and there's no time, we need to shoot, and you're like, oh no, I don't have time to go and brush my teeth. So salmon sandwich breath was evident.
Nice. He plays Wesley, an ordinary office worker who is recruited by a band of secret assassins, led by Morgan Freeman's character Sloane. The story is based on a successful comic series by Mark Miller. Of course, it meant the Atonement star dipping his toes in the action hero pond. Not a place he ever expected to venture.
I thought he'd be taller.
I didn't know why they wanted to cast me in this part. I've taken not only a risk because nobody in America really trusts me as a box office pool, but also because I'm just not action hero material.
You could have fooled us. That's not CGI'd. Those ripped muscles all belong to Mr. McAvoy.
We took about 4 months to make the film, and every day, 5 days a week, I was in the gym. I think I gained like 12 kilograms or something like that, which isn't a huge amount, but
it was still impressive nonetheless.
Thank you very much.
Was Anne-Marie liking it?
I'd need to ask her.
Oh, who are you kidding? We bet his wife loved it. But that's not the only feast for the eyes. There are special effects and stunts galore, thanks to Russian director Timur Bekmambetov. The man behind Night Watch has brought many of his trademark touches to this feature in a bid to achieve the impossible.
I want you to curve the bullet.
When C.S. Lewis created the world of Narnia, it didn't stop at The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. There are 7 books in total, and the second in the series is Prince Caspian. It's now been given the Hollywood treatment and is shaping up to be one of the biggest movies of the summer. I have to admit, when I read the book, I never imagined Caspian to be quite so good looking, although I'm not complaining. Ben Barnes is already setting pulses racing after his giant picture turned up on the side of a bus.
My mum rang me and said, you know, you're on a bus, and she wasn't lying.
Was she impressed? It's a great picture.
I think she was scared, I've got to be honest. I think she was terrified.
Desiree has always served me well.
Magical creatures, baddies and sword fights come as standard with Narnia films, and Prince Caspian is no exception. For actress Anna Popplewell, who plays Susan, it meant a return to the bow and arrow.
I was the only one on the battlefield in a skirt, and I made sure I had a few extra horse riding lessons so I could keep up with the boys. I on the quiet, of course, didn't tell them.
We're kind of hoping for somebody who could...
For Anna, Georgie Henley, William Moseley and Skandar Keen's Prince Caspian is their last outing as a foursome. Only some of the cast return for the voyage of the Dawn Treader. William reckons he'll have mixed feelings about not going back.
It'll be kind of nostalgic and sad, and I'm sure I'll think, oh God, I wonder what it was like to be back on set. But maybe they might even invite me to the premiere, who knows? Cheers,
Get him off the guest list.
That's it, I'll be like, hey, it's me. I'll be in one of the fans in the background.
So, sorry, it's already started.
Oh, sorry, Scanner, can you sign this, please?
As jobs go, King or Queen of Narnia's got to be pretty high up there, but if they could choose any other character, who would they be?
I think I'd quite like to be a griffin. It'd be quite nice.
Good one. I think I'd like to be a water god, as in the water god, because I think that would be pretty cool.
I'd like to be Reapercheap. He is the coolest man in town, yeah.
According to the books, Prince Caspian gets married in the next instalment, so I know which character I'd like to be. But before film number 3 comes number 2, and it's out now.